Most dangerous natural phenomena. Waterspouts are tornadoes made of water. These can pull planes and helicopters out of the sky, and even sink boats. They can be massive in size, and cause major damage if they go on land. This phenomena is called volcano lightning. This happens when a volcano erupts. Ash particles sometimes rub against each other, creating lightning. And to make things even more scary, this lightning is radioactive. This is a fire whirl. Fire whirls are basically tornadoes made of fire. These can happen during wildfires. They can be around 170 feet tall and burn at temperatures of 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. The Devil's Sea can be found off the coast of Japan. It's a vile vortex, meaning that the Earth's plates work in a mysterious way here. This pulls many ships, planes, and helicopters underwater. These are the biggest waves ever caught on camera. This 1,000-person cruise ship is being hit by massive waves. The monster wave was caused by a tsunami. The ship did flood, but thankfully did not capsize. In 2019, Cape Town, South Africa had massive storms. This caused many streets to flood. A woman was pulled into the sea, and another guy was knocked over by a wave. One day a sailor was in the North Sea. That's when his ship came up against a 100-foot wave. Unbelievably, the captain laughed at the wave.
That's awesome.
But if his ship was only slightly smaller, it would have capsized. Places where gravity doesn't work. This waterfall is flowing upside down. Believe it or not, it is a real waterfall. It's found in Chile. The reason it flows upside down is because of very strong winds below it. This pushes all of the water upwards, making this effect. But if you see one of these upside down waterfalls, then be very careful. Over the years, many have been blown over by the strong gusts of water. This is the Santa Cruz Mystery Spot. One day a man was walking in the woods in Santa Cruz, California when he felt dizzy. He then checked his compass and saw it was going wild. He built a house on this land and soon realized that it was a very mysterious place. Water flows upwards, and balls roll uphill. You can also stand at 45-degree angles and never fall over. This is the Hoover Dam in the USA. Try and pour a bottle of water over the edge and it will flow upwards. Its massive size creates a powerful flow of air. This pushes anything light, for example water, away from it. These are the most dangerous beaches in the world. This is Lido Beach in Somalia. It is known for being the capital of Somali pirates. These guys hijack ships and take people hostage. There are also various armed groups who patrol this beach at all times. If any outsiders come here, they will be taken hostage and held for ransom. This is Kilauea Beach in Hawaii. It's famous for its black sand, but the sand is what makes it so scary. It was created by a volcano, and lava literally flows into the water of this beach. This is Maho Beach on the island of St. Martin. The beach is right next to an airport, and this means if you go here, planes will fly right over your head. People even stand behind the planes while they take off. It may look exciting, but in 2017, one woman lost her life doing this. If you see one of these clouds in your city, then get out fast. If you look up at the sky and see a cloud shaped like a skull, then this is a bad sign. This happened in Italy in 2018. Mount Vesuvius had a gigantic skull cloud form above it. Mount Vesuvius is the volcano that wiped out the city of Pompeii. It looked very similar to Voldemort's cloud in Harry Potter. People immediately began fleeing the city, expecting the volcano to erupt. Another scary thing to watch out for in the sky is ball lightning. This is a very rare kind of lightning that happens all over the world. Ball lightning is much more dangerous than normal lightning. These can sometimes explode, sending lightning bolts everywhere. They can be as small as a soccer ball or as large as a house. Strangest animal phenomena. Globsters are gigantic, unidentified creatures. They are very rare, but sometimes wash up on beaches. The first sighting was in 1808, and since then there's only been 8 other sightings. And scientists don't know what they are. Located in Manitoba, Canada are the Narcisse snake dens. Every year, millions of snakes congregate here. It does look amazing, but if you're scared of snakes, it's a very scary sight to see. During the nighttime, the water in the Maldives glows blue. This is because of a plankton in the sea that glows blue when it senses movement. On their own, mayflies are tiny, but their swarms can be seen from space. Eventually, these mayflies pass away and end up all over cars and cities. This is the scariest animal to ever exist. You may think the scariest animals in the world are things like sharks or lions, but no, it's this tiny jellyfish. If you're stung by this jellyfish, it won't hurt that much, but it will leave you with an impending sense of doom, and it will also make you want to end your own life for up to 2 weeks. That's right, people stung by this jellyfish have ended their own lives. It is named the irakanji jellyfish. The jellyfish is mainly found in, you guessed it, Australia. Of course, Australia would be home to the scariest animal in the world. The jellyfish is only 1 centimeter in diameter, but in my opinion, that's what makes it so scary. If you get stung by it, you may not even know. I wonder how many people have experienced these terrible thoughts and not even known that a jellyfish is to blame. 2022 is getting crazy. An underwater volcano has just erupted, and it has released mutated volcano sharks. This is known as a shark-cano. These mutated volcano sharks are now swimming in our oceans. They have survived within the volcano, despite burning hot acidic water. Also in China, a gigantic forest has been found in a sinkhole. The lost forest was found 630 feet underground. It contains ancient trees, plants, and animals humans have never discovered before. Also, an alien rock has been found in the Egyptian desert. It's believed this is evidence of a supernova explosion in space. This may be the first piece of evidence on Earth of a supernova explosion. These are the deadliest insects in the world. The brown recluse is one of the most poisonous spiders in the world. Its venom is enough to melt human skin. They are found in the southern United States. The kissing bug is a bug that bites your mouth. Their bite shrinks your colon and enlarges your heart. There is no cure for a kissing bug bite. They enter your house using gaps in doors and windows. The bullet ant has one of the most painful bites ever. It's so bad people compare it to a bullet. The giant hornet is one of the scariest bugs in the world. They take 50 lives every year. In 2013, the city of Shaanxi was overrun by giant hornets. 1,000 people were injured and the entire city had to be closed down. People called this homeowner crazy, but he had the last laugh. In 2016, Brazoria, Texas had lots of floods. Everyone had to evacuate except one man named Randy Wagner. He bought a gigantic rubber tube named an aquadam. He unraveled this around his house and filled it up. All of his neighbors laughed at him and said, "That will never work and your house will flood." But Randy ignored his neighbors. Days later, the entire town flooded and everyone had to evacuate except Randy. Randy's house was like a tiny island seen from above. Randy's house was totally fine, but all of his neighbors who laughed at him had to pay millions of dollars in repairs.